Yo, Happy here. Today, Escoffier has dropped in Genshin Impact. Our little ice chef. We're standing here in Fontaine, her home city, for the ambiance of pulling. I have a decent amount of Primogems right now, but we don't have enough to guarantee both her and her weapon, which is what I want to do. That new weapon looks crazy for pretty much any support pole arm character ever. It'll be great on Chev for my Veresa team, which I love running. And it'll be great on pretty much anyone in the future that you want to support as a pole arm user. So we really want that. Mostly, Escoffier will be holding it, but it'll be a nice weapon to be able to pass around too. I don't have a huge amount of weapons on this account. Very few 5-star weapons. Let me actually check what we've got going on here. So there's all of our 5-star weapons that we pulled on the account so far. So it'll be a very nice 9th weapon to have, 9th 5-star, if we get it. We'll go ahead and look at our history really quickly here for Escoffier. See how close we are to pulling her. I did go very hard on Veresa's banner just because the 4 stars were so amazing. That, I just wanted to pull as many Chevreuses and Eon Suns as possible and get Gomming to C6. So we did go a little over our last 5-star pull. We'll go ahead and check that out real quick here. Oh, there we go, Kuching. So we also have our 50-50 guaranteed. Let's see, what is that? Page 4. So that's 3, 5, 15, 16 pulls ago. Kuching was pulled, and we have our guarantee coming up. So it might be a bit till we hit her, but when we do hit, it will be guaranteed to be Escoffier, which is awesome, because if not, there's no way I'd be able to also try and go for a weapon. For the weapon, obviously don't have any pity saved up on that. And if we hit the axe, that'll be unfortunate, but it'd still be a nice thing to have on the account, right? Why not? I don't have a Navia, but just having another 5-star weapon that's not, one of the base free ones would be nice. And hopefully we just hit it, and all will be well. And if not, we'll keep rolling down until we eventually run out of Primos or hit the weapon, I think. We'll sort of play it by ear a bit as well as we're going and just see how it feels. But I'm pretty sure we'll be rolling all the way down. I really want to pull the next character that's going to be coming out as well. Because, I'm going to have Escoffier. I have no ice carries on this account. So I don't really have anyone great to use her with, but she just seems like she'll pair super well with Farina, who's one of my favorite characters in the game. And I really want to be able to run that, ice, water, freeze team that seems to be very dependent on Escoffier. It should be, being improved quite a bit in the near future, depending on how Skirk ends up turning out. Let's just go ahead and get to it and start pulling and see what we can hit. Escoffier, nope. After each pull, I'm going to go ahead and skip through as well if it's a purple, so we don't waste too much time. This is nice getting the Laylas. I do not have her constellations really at all. I might have her C1, I'm not sure. I should also talk a bit about the 4 stars on this banner, because this is a pretty great banner for my account personally. I have no constellations really on any of these characters. Obviously, Aoife, that's his name, right? If I remember correctly. Remember for sure. Let's look in the details and see if it gives his name. Aoife, yeah. He's a new character, so I obviously don't have him and don't have any cons. But my Auroron, I think I'm at C3 or C2, something like that. And then Layla is, I believe, C0 or C1. So it'll be great to pull some more of those, just get some constellations up, and it'll be great to get Aoife as well while we're pulling for Escoffier here. So let's keep going. Fingers crossed every time, I believe. What is this? Favonius Lance. Always good to have more of those. I don't really need them at all. I have more Favonius Lances than I think like any other 4-star weapon on this account, but it's something. Hey, there he is. New character, Aoife. So I've heard mixed things about him. Originally, people were super excited about him, and then he got sort of nerfed a little, from what I understand, and now he's kind of like that new standard 5-star character. What's her name? Mizuki, I believe. But he'll be really nice to have on my account just because he can fly. So that'll be really cool, just for overworld travel and whatnot. I love his little bird, too. Very cute. Yeah, let's see what his constellations look like, just out of curiosity, since we're going to be pulling quite a bit here. Supporting fire. Supporting fire. Night Soul's Blessing State. Tap. Fires a tonic shot. Hold continuously fires tonic shots. I'll go ahead and play through his demo in a bit, I think. Because right now I'm not going to be able to understand any of this, right? Besides the boring ones here. Yeah, we'll keep pulling and go through all of that once we're done getting the Escoffier. I really just want to pull forward, right? I want to run my account. I'm excited. Let's keep going. An Ororon right there. We'll check all of our constellations as well once you're done doing the pulls here for Escoffier. I don't know how to pronounce her name either. I hope I'm saying it correctly. I might not be. It might be Escoffier. Escoffier? Escoffier? Escoffier. I have no idea what I'm doing. Who knows how it's pronounced? I do not speak French. More Layla. Only 1 4-star each time so far. Pretty standard, but I'd like to see more. There she is! And it comes with a Dragonbane there. Oh, Escoffier. Escoffier. I'll need to look up how to say her name at some point. Wow. Ice Swan. Head chef of Hotel de Bourg. De Bourg? Probably also French. I don't know how that's pronounced. Renowned throughout Fontaine as the patissier supreme and vanguard of precision gastronomy. Has incomparably strict standards when it comes to cooking. We're not going to be rolling for any constellations. I generally don't like doing that in this game. Or really any gacha game. Escoffier. The ex-head chef of... Okay, we already read that. And there she is. Let's go ahead and start pulling for the weapon now. We don't have a huge amount of pulls left, but maybe we'll get lucky. You never know. Let's go ahead and check our history here as well on the weapon banner, just so we know what's happened here. Last we pulled for was Mavwika's weapon, and I never roll any farther on the weapon banner than just hitting the 5-star that I'm looking for. I just don't see really any reason to, right? It's not like pulling 4-star character constellations where it's really useful. So let's just see what we can hit here. I'm not expecting much, but you never know. Could get lucky. The Widsith, looks like. I think. Yep. That's always nice to have more copies of. I already have one at, it's a refinement, right? R5, I believe, in Genshin. But it'd be nice to work on a second one. I use it on a couple characters, I believe, and it'd be nice to not have to pass it around. Let's go again. Oh, fingers crossed. Unlikely, but it could happen. Huh. Again. Widsith just loves me. Loves this account. And final pull. We got a double there. We got a razor. And we got whatever this is. Portable power saw. And the wielder is healed or heals others. And it's a claymore. And it's HP. Don't think I can use that on really anyone, but interesting to have for the future, potentially. Probably not, but you never know. And that's that. So I could go ahead and grab some of these from the shop. Do one more 10 pull. Well, let's go ahead and do it. Why not? It'll be fun. Why not? Why not? How many do we need here? 3, I think, in order to do 10 pull? Let's see. Yep, that should do it. So last pull here for the weapon. Unlikely that we hit, but you never know. I believe. Believe in luck. Well, kind of a lucky pull there with the 3 different weapons, but no good for the pole arm. Range gauge. Attack. When the wielder is healed or heals others. Okay, so same effect here, it looks like, is the claymore that we just pulled. Potentially interesting. And what's this here? Sacrificial fragments. I have a few of these, and I pretty much never use this weapon ever. I'll probably come back to this banner later once I've done some farming on this patch and do pulls just until I hit the, hopefully, Escoffier's weapon, but if I hit the axe, I might just stop there. I don't want to pull down too far because I won't be able to roll for the next character who I also really want. So, we'll see. But for now, let's go ahead and get our beautiful new Escoffier built up. Let's go see her. And Eve as well. Let's get his constellation in. I was at C1, it looks like. I thought it was a bit higher on him, but nope, just the one. And Razor got a con. Very nice. Layla should have gotten a couple cons. I need to get her leveled up to 70 so I can bring her into the theater. She could potentially be useful in a Escoffier team. Maybe just, for fun, not as anything meta, obviously. But she is cryo. So we could build something with it. Let's just go ahead and fast equip, see what it gives us. Yeah, it doesn't give us anything because she's not yet ready. So we'll go ahead and do it manually. Forgot that that is a requirement that we need here. Let's go ahead and do the Golden Troop set. Got to actually accept the filter. Golden Troop confirm filter. Let's just see what we have. I just recently pulled this one that I put on my arena. It's crazy. Only at 16 right now, so I can go up one more. I've been farming this domain pretty often in anticipation of Escoffier coming out. But this is the only real good piece that I hit for the flower here. Well, let's just give her this for now. We'll work on these later. I want to just get something on her right now so we can go ahead and throw her in the party, level her up a bit, and have some fun, see how she plays, what she's like. All that good stuff. Let's see. What makes sense for Escoffier? Oh, that defense right there is unfortunate. The elemental mastery is also unfortunate. Something. Oh, I could steal officials. I think she has some good stuff. Oh, we'll steal this. Let's equip this right here and steal this from Kachina. A pretty good piece there. We're just starting out. Oh, those 2 HP rolls. Very unfortunate. 777 though. Lucky number. It counts for something, right? Let's see. I do not know what she wants as her sands, but I would think just attack. That one looks okay as a starting point. Oh. Go ahead and enhance this one a couple times, see what we can get. One time. Looks like we don't have any artifact material. Just get that going. Fortunate roll there on the HP. Let's get that equipped for now. Hydro damage bonus HP. For this one, I'm going to just search for a... Oh, never mind, I have this one starred. Specifically for Escoffier. Equip that. I don't think I have enough to enhance it. No, I do not. And then for now, we'll just equip this. We'll go ahead and obviously do a better artifact build later. Now we just want to get something on her and get her into the party. Maybe I should just search for a cryo thing instead here. I'll keep this on her because I want to remember to level it, and my highest level here is 12. I don't think it's really worth losing track of what I want to level just to get those tiny bit of stats right now. Profile, story. There's a story. I'm not going to read through it all, but it exists.
Know of
Let's hear
any
the
new
voice.
orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.
Huh. There's a very interesting sounding voice.
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the
Like
flavors in the dish. To that end, a chef must be able to wield a knife with the same level of precision as a surgeon. Practice makes perfect.
The, like, accent is very interesting. Not sure if I like it.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlock... Well met. I am Escoffier, Patissiere Supreme, and...
A little
Patissiere
amuse-bouche.
Supreme.
A dash of frosting. No recipe, no problem. An inspired melange. Bon appetit.
Definitely not the kind of voice I would expect looking at her character design.
Goose on the loose.
We'll see how I feel about it after playing her for a bit, but initial impressions are
This just...
meh on the voice. Don't think it fits her that well, but we'll see as I play with her more. Weapons, for now, let's go ahead and swap to something. Will just give us some kind of stats. I think this one is supposed to be good for her. You don't pull her normal weapons. Let's go ahead and equip the Dragon Bane here and then swap with Toma. For this. I won't enhance that up just yet because I still want to pull for her weapon a bit more. I don't want to dump all the resources into it if I end up getting lucky with the pulls for her weapon. We'll just hold on to that for now. And let's go ahead and get her leveled up. Escoffier. How does she say her voice? That's a better way to get that figured out.
Well met. I am Escoffier, Patissiere
Escoffier.
Supreme, and Master of...
Okay. Escoffier. Be mispronouncing that anymore now that I know. Sorry, Escoffier, for the bad pronunciation. My girl. Oh, we're also very low on the experience tomes, unfortunately. This is going to require quite a bit of farming. We don't have any of the low ones either. I don't want to waste that much. I'm going to quickly teleport to my teapot and get some. I need to feel bad about that EXP waste. Probably not worth doing this at all, but, you know, why not, right? Escoffier.
This realm is...
Let's see. We'll go ahead and grab our stuff while we're here. Tubby. And let's get some of these.
If you ever...
Bye-bye, Tubby. And back to our hometown here, Fontaine. For the vibes. I'll be leaving here soon. We got to start farming her mats. I'm not sure what we'll be farming, but it's looking like we'll be doing experience tomes first. And then probably talent materials. And then maybe figuring out how to get to her boss. Her boss is new as of this patch. So I don't know where it is or if anything needs to be done to unlock it. So we'll have to figure that out. See that swan. Oh, beautiful. Wow. Let's get her leveled up. Escoffier. I did pre-farm a bit of these over the last 2 days. So it's not enough to get her up to max, but it's enough to not need to swim around right at the beginning here. Better to salivate than medicate.
Feels like the...
Almost certainly read that wrong, but not sure what that S word was. Here's the new boss. It's like it's off in the corner of the map down here in Natlan. Huh. How will we get there? Probably part of her quest, I would imagine, to go to this island. I could try just getting across the water here. I'm not sure how well that would work out. Just Farina, run over. That might take some time. Let's go ahead and grab our bait there. Don't think we can level any talents yet. Yep, that is correct. So we need to go to that boss. Let's figure out how that's done. Let's also go ahead and get her added to the party. so we can see how she plays. I go to some party that I don't care about too much. Break it up. Let's just do our final party here. Overworld Natlan. Why is this Overworld Natlan? Usually the names for my parties make no sense at all because I name them something and then never look at the name again and then just randomly change them up sometime in the future when I no longer want that party. So something I should probably do eventually is go into all of them and give them names that make sense. For now, let's go ahead and do a Freeze Nouvelette.
The pleasure is all mine.
I knew you'd miss me.
Will be interesting to try. Escoffier is a healer, so I'll put her in. I always run my healer as my final slot. What else do we want? So we need all Cryo and Hydra. The lawn doesn't make much sense. We could do Chi-Chi. She is an option. All my other options kind of suck too, unfortunately. Leveled up Layla, she might actually be a reasonable fit into this slot here. Just do not have the greatest cryo characters. I guess, is it Lolly? That makes sense.
Leave me alone. Never mind.
I love Sitlolly.
Let's go.
She is great. And Escoffier.
Utensils at the ready.
Utensils at the ready. I do like that line quite a bit. The delivery on that. Maybe your voice will grow on me. They usually do. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. Claim all. I am a Battle Pass plus monthly Welkin player. I do have the Battle Pass here. They call it in there. It's not just Battle Pass. Yeah, Gnostic Hymn. There she is. Her hair looks a little weird while she's running. It's like gravity is pointing upwards. I guess it looks like that when she's standing still too. There's some very intense hair gel going on there in the back. You got the classic antenna, little curl to it. And the chef's hat. I like the cryo color scheme on the forks there on her chef's hat. Little blue ribbon. Some nice hair accessories going on. He has a small braid on one side, very nice, with a heart clasp. I love those eyes, too, that red ring inside there. Oh, she got little hearts in her eyes, too. I noticed that. Purple top, like a cyan bottom, very cool eyes. Beautiful.
Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind.
She does have a very interesting voice. Very different. I like her color scheme, too, for her outfit down there, with just the tiny bits of cryo color peeking through. Like the little cryo accents, but mostly the red and white and browns. Obviously apron inspired there. Is the chef. Chef Escoffier.
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the flavors
Little
in
bows
the
on the
dish.
back of
To
her.
that end, a chef must be
I gotta
able
say,
to
I
wield a
hate
knife
how
with the same level of
every
precision
single
as a
female
surgeon.
character has high
Practice
heels in
makes
this game. It
perfect.
is, I don't know. Wish they would do a little bit of, just add some unique footwear for the female characters. They don't all need to be wearing heels. Gotta mix it up every now and then. Look at that. Cool character design, though, like quite a bit. Let's go ahead and try her skill. I believe there's a hold version. Yeah, there's that. Don't know what it does, but there it is, existing. And the tap version, which is the combat version. This is like Farina's little buddies.
Strike a pose.
I think this will be a cool just concept for a team, just like summon the little buddies. What else could we have on a team like this? We could have Mavwika with her laser beam. Could have, who else summons a buddy that follows you around? We have what's her name? Is it Yao Yao? The Dendro healer. Forget what her name is. Hopefully it's Yao Yao that comes to mind. Where is she? But her little bunny would be an interesting addition to like a Pokemon summoning team. Yeah, Yao Yao. Could have Baron Bunny. But Baron Bunny doesn't follow you around. I'd like some abilities that just like summon a pet that follow you around in the overworld. That'd be cool, right? Just like 4 little pets chasing you around, or 3 pets and an on-field character. We could have Kachina, Summoner Drill. That's kind of like a little pet. It'll be fun to try some teams like that. We could have Oz out on the field. Once again, doesn't follow you, but he's definitely, you know, like a Pokemon style kind of pet. Bring out the Oz, bring out the little buddies, bring out the floating chef's dish. I think that'll be cool for a team. Better if we could get all water and hydro, or hydro and cryo characters. Could have Yolan's Dice. That's kind of a pet. Really stretching the definition. So Lolly has her little guy. Not really a pet, but that stays on the field. But there he is. Kind of sticks around. Doesn't really do anything, but gives a good derp. He says the Pokemon vibe to him. Summon the little buddies. It's like he hovers right over Escoffier's chef's thing too. One on top of the other. That's pretty cool. Yeah, lots of potential ideas there. But let's go ahead and get over to that boss. Oh, I shouldn't have made my condensed resin earlier today. I hate how Genshin doesn't allow you to use condensed resin to kill bosses like this, like for Ascension materials. They take 40. Why not just let us use the condensed resin for it? Come on, Hoyo. Please, quality of life. I think we just run over there. I assume we get there eventually through something involving the story, but could ignore that and just take a very long time to run over there with Farina. Not one of my best ideas, but this is what we're doing now. We'll be spending some time just running forward, you know, living life.
Shower me with praise.
Shower me with praise. I love Farina. I should probably try and pull her weapon at some point. I very, very rarely pull 5-star weapons in this game, like I mentioned before when we were pulling for Escoffier's. But I would like to start changing that up a bit. It just feels bad not having any 5-star weapons on the account. I changed that starting with Mavwika just because, you know, she seemed like she would be a very, very meta-defining character. So I figured I will go a little bit extra on her. And she definitely is meta-defining. Too much so, in my opinion. It's kind of crazy when almost every DPS's best team is just Mavwika being the team and them holding the 4th slot doing nothing. You know, not the best state, but it is what it is. And I don't regret pulling her weapon for sure. It makes her even better than she already is, which isn't exactly necessary, but it's cool to have. Have the little Archon flare with her weapon. I also really don't like the way that this weapon looks with Farina. It kind of matches her crown, so it's not, you know, not as bad as it could be, but it doesn't fit her regal vibe, right? It'd be cool to have her weapon just for the drip. And we're almost there. I'm gonna definitely go hit the waypoint first, so I never need to do this run again. I assume you just end up here during Escoffier's quest. Let's see. Let's go ahead and navigate there. Go in. This place. Ah. Like a hot spring? See kind of steam coming off the water here, it looks like. Yeah, it's just dust blowing in the wind. Yeah, it's out here on the land as well. It's probably just dust. I feel so bad not having Veressa when I'm running around the overworld now. So convenient, so fast. And there we go. I know absolutely nothing about this boss. We'll probably read the little tutorial thing that he gives us. Hopefully this weird water ice team can damage it. It's not hydro immune. Hey there, buddy. Let's see what we got going on here. Secret Source Automaton, Overseer Device. A civilization whose magnificence once marked distant eons built this Overseer device to control multiple secret source machines. After it enters sweeper mode, it will start attacking while generating flow momentum. The higher its flow momentum, the greater the damage it will inflict. During this time, it will be able to obstruct the buildup of flow momentum by using cryo attacks. Very nice. Good old Escoffier. Countering her boss. It is said that after characters enter and maintain the Night's Soul Blessing state for some time when fighting against it, Secret Source Automaton Overseer device will enter a special Counter-Strike mode and change its offensive strategy, huh? Change for the better for me, I would assume. Usually the case that they want to try and force you into using the Natlan characters.
Adaptive frosting.
Let the mighty be humble.
Let's just see how this does, blasting him a bit. Green Assault wasn't up there, so I didn't use it for the first cycle. Frozen, frozen. Can kill him here. That's kind of the problem with having a built team, even if you're using a, like a level 40. You don't really get to see the mechanics of the bosses once your characters get built up enough. Unfortunate. It'd be really cool if Genshin added a mode that was, say, like a endgame boss rush kind of style, right? Where the bosses are scaled up, sort of like in ZZZ. Their endgame mode, where you just fight a really jacked up version of the boss with, a huge amount of HP, and you just get to see its mechanics, right? And fight against it for a while and just do as much damage as possible. It'd be very fun in Genshin. I know they're planning on coming out with some new endgame content soon, but I don't think it will be that. I think it's just going to be more of a sort of Abyss-style thing with 3 teams, from what I've heard. We'll see. I am out of my resin, but I have some transient resins here that we'll go ahead and use. So I'm going to farm this guy a bit. Get our Escoffier leveled up. I don't know what's the order I would want to do on this team, but probably not that. She felt like she stayed in her ult animation there for quite some time. Yeah, this is far, far weaker than my usual Nouvellette team. And I don't think just because Escoffier is not leveled yet, but because I think it's just going to be a far worse team for him overall. I have C1 on my Nouvellette. I don't have his weapon, but I do have his C1, which means just water and ice is a pretty huge DPS drop-off. Let's see it. Overseer, buddy. There he is. And we want to do this, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then laser beam. Settle down. I love Nouvellette so much.
The tides beckon.
Some of my favorite voice acting in the game, probably Nouvellette. Nouvellette and Farina, just such an amazing pair. Everything about them. Their stories, too. Fontaine was peak. I've not enjoyed Natlan nearly as much as Fontaine, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Let the world collide. I screwed something up there. I'm not hitting as hard as I should be right now with Nuvolette.
Let the mighty be humbled.
That Farina just wasn't stacked up enough because Escoffier's healing is not very good yet. We'll get her there. Ooh. That is nice. I like that piece quite a bit. Go ahead and do that, and then up our Escoffier here. Escoffier. I'm never going to remember how her name is pronounced. I need to hear it in the story a few times, right? Once I play through a story and I'm hearing it a bunch, then they'll get lodged in my mind. Let's get her leveled. Crit rate ascension.
Mastery isn't just about raw strength, but learning to control and account for different variables.
Variables.
I can feel myself getting better at that by the day.
Very unique voice. And now we need some EXP tomes. Go farm that up and we'll go make some condensed resin. I might actually have some already on me. I'll just go farm. We have the really convenient one here today. Right next to this teleport spot. Escoffier. A dash of frosting.
Show no mercy.
Wow.
Eat Papa. Let my name echo in song.
The good old ult spam. Nuvolette. Wow. Crazy. Not used to spinning on Nuvolette and not killing everything instantly. Again, I think once we level Escoffier, it'll be a bit better, but I don't think this is a team I'll ever actually want to use in any endgame content over my usual Nuvolette team. I do play Spin to Win Nuvolette because it is amazing. And it's just fun. It's fun to just spin around and completely break the game.
Let's hope you pull up a good fight.
Goose on the loose.
Goose on the loose. Oh no. Swap to the wrong character.
You two. Time to end.
I do like her lines, I have to say. Not
Bow your head.
the biggest fan of her voice acting just yet, but the writing for her lines has been fun.
Was not in vain.
Let me know if there's any issues with the audio. It sounds pretty loud to me when I'm doing the ult spam and also trying to talk at the same time. It'd be good to know if it's understandable on the streaming side of things. Go ahead and head on over to this one. So not used to having someone who can move faster while I'm in nail end. It's weird. A usual Nuvolette team has Lonin. Oh, my little buddies are off fighting.
Silence.
A little amuse-bouche. A burst of flavor.
A burst of flavor.
Get to work.
Well, let's not even bother with the free ult. Freeze team. And the last condensed resin there. Let's go back to leveling up. Escoffier. That's fine to lose that much. There we go. 32.5 crit rate now. Up to level 55. Making good progress. We need to go make some more condensed resin. Quaint Fates. How many of those do I have? Do we have enough for a 10 pull here? Not even close. Let's go ahead and do these two for fun. You never know what you might hit. Absolutely nothing. Expected, but disappointing. Let's go ahead and get some condensed resin made. Get back to farming. Grab these relics while we're here. Once I did that, I feel obligated to go get this one. We are going to need to get some more resin. Filter by character. Huh. I think they might have added that feature last patch. I think I remember seeing it before. This is something I have never used ever. All that stuff. This is going to be annoying, these things. I believe this is for her weapon. I'm very low on them. I have tons of weapons that require these materials that still need to be leveled, so I've been slowly working on them all and constantly running out of these. I teleport around every now and then to kill the flowers, but it's a struggle. What's going on here? Enough for the next rank? Yep. Level 5. Hey, more resin. And we can grab some of Escoffier's talents. I believe it's Justice. Very nice. Next EXP thing is over there. I hate these ones that you need to fly to, so we're going to be leaving Natlan and going somewhere else to farm. I don't know this one. Let's see if it's easy to get to, if it's up a mountain. Should be pretty easy in Sumeru. There's probably one of those jumpy teleport points.
I cannot help but feel that you bringing me here is some sort of an assassination.
Or a vent. Yeah. You not a fan of the dry desert? That is an awesome voice line, by the way. I love that they add like flavor voice lines like that to the game. It's so much character.
Bow your head. Another
Strike a pose! Off to the freezer! Fulfill our path! Let the world collide!
Spoon. It's beautiful.
the hunted.
The most ridiculous playstyle in pretty much like any game I've ever played. I love it. Just walk to that one from here.
Silence!
Is this Hydro? I do not remember how to clear these things. It might be Animo. I have very low clear rates in Sumeru in general, so I'm just looking around to see if I can see anything. 63% here in the land of Lower Satek. I don't know how that's pronounced. 55%, 36%, 29%, 9%, 17%. Never really hit the Sumeru Desert much. Better over here, just because of the R&R quest, which was not my favorite, but I did it. It was definitely a thing.
Bow your head.
Yoo-hoo! A dash of frosting! The pinnacle of X will get to work! You two! Time to end!
We won't bother ulting with Farina here. We'll just spin. I do need more fungus stuff for Tainari. Well, my first ever Tainari pretty recently and haven't leveled him yet. Go next up. Is it probably worth the teleport for this one? It's not up a cliff, and it looks like it is. So we're going to go to one that's less annoying. Maybe in Liyue? Where is it? Am I blind? Am I completely blind? Oh god, that's an annoying one too. Maybe, but I really don't want to farm these guys. Here we go. This is a good one. Okay. we'll wrap this up and then we'll level up Escoffier a bit more. And then hopefully we'll be able to start leveling our talents as well. I don't have a huge amount of the... Oh, definitely need this.
Strike a pose. Off to the
I
freezer.
don't have a huge amount of the Justice scrolls. We can always break some more fragile resin into resin and farm that a bit.
Let my name echo in song.
Let my name echo in song.
Boosh. Goose on the loose. Show no
I do
mercy.
love that line quite a bit from Escoffier there. Spin! Spin, let's spin! Good old Beyblade mode. Got the next one right here, very nice. Rather not aggro those guys. Hopefully my little stone. Looks like they just went away. Grab this artifact while I'm here. Grab these while I'm here. Silence.
Time to shine. Off to the
Yeah,
freezer.
I thought she was gonna die from that.
Fulfill our pact. You two.
Thankfully, our initial artifacts we dropped on her saved her from an early demise. Oh no. No! Let's stop! We love our little seal buddies. Okay, they desummoned. Seals live another day. Grab those artifacts while we're here, and then let's go ahead and get back to leveling. Escoffier. Level up. That's fine. 1,400. Over. Loves making noises on this screen. Oh, we're one short. Unfortunate. Let's go ahead and get the talent leveling in. Talents. Scoring, cuts, low temperature cooking, kitchen skills. So I think skill is probably top priority and then ult. And her normal tech shouldn't matter at all. Baits her ult. Cooking. Cold storage mode and deals AoE crowd damage. Let's see. Skill attributes. 50.4% damage. 54.2. 120 from the Frosty Parfait. Is that the initial blast? I should read through the description and actually see what these are. Let's see. We'll summon Surging Blade when active for cooking back in. Hold, use whatever. Those AoE cryo damage. Follows the current firing Frosty Parfaits at nearby opponents at intervals. Okay, so Frosty Parfait is the attack that it does just on while it's on the field. Okay, that makes sense. So skill damage is the initial damage when you cast it. Looks like AoE crowd damage to nearby opponents on cast. What is Surging Blade? Surging Blade. At intervals, Escoffier will summon a Escoffier. It feels to me like it should be Escoffier. I'm gonna get that wrong for a long time. Might just not ever get it right. Might just stick with Escoffier. Will summon a Surging Blade when activating her cooking mech in cold storage mode. Risa aligned AoE crowd damage. Activating her. At intervals while activating. I don't know what exactly that means. That is some interesting language. Skill description. Keep getting that up. Let's level up the ult a bit. The ult is skill damage and healing. Healing is attack based. Do I want to level it up more right now? I want to sit on these 6 that I need for the... We'll sit on the 6. Go kill the boss. Grab this starfish really quick here. Never pass up random materials lying around. I should probably also kill these crabs. Because this is a material that is annoying to farm for me.
Get to work.
I think I need them for someone. The world collide! I managed to dodge the Beyblade spin. Gets to live. Here we go, those guys are on me, so let's go ahead and teleport away. Go back to the boss. I'm definitely not playing this team correctly. It could be a big part of why my new Blitz damage feels so weak, even with the, you know, discounting the not leveled Escoffier. I'm very likely just doing the rotation in the wrong order.
Goose on the loose.
Goose on the loose.
Show no mercy. Suffer the
Do love
wrath
that
of
line.
me. Time to shine.
Freeze. I really wish Frozen did something to unfreezable enemies. Replenish, fragile resin, we'll pop 2. I won't fight it again just yet, because I don't think I'll be able, like, anywhere close to being able to get Escoffier up there with experience tomes and whatnot, so that's interesting with Animo. The energy recharge elemental mastery. Probably not really that usable, but we'll leave it locked. Escoffier! I come bearing gifts. Ascend. And up to 65. Interesting that I keep landing on, you know, like 55, 65. Numbers divisible by 5 after dumping all my experience tomes in. Voiceover, what do we get?
My senses are sharper. It feels
Oh,
like
her
the
voice
fragrance,
is
color,
so
and
different.
Texture of food are much more defined. Perfect. This should help me cook with even more precision.
Her cadence is also interesting.
Mastery isn't just about raw strength, but learning to control and account for different variables. I can feel myself getting better at that by the day.
It almost feels like the voice actress is trying to do an accent, and then I shouldn't say that, right? I don't know anything about the voice actress or where she's from or what her actual accent is, but it sounds off to me as a native English speaker. I don't know. It's just it's an interesting voice.
The golden point in time when form and flavor combine for maximum effect. The most efficient pathways for the transmission of flavor. The subtle acoustics as you bite into a dish, and how they can enhance that experience.
I'll need to play with her for quite a bit to form a full opinion on what I think of the voice acting for her. Right now it feels very strange to me. I think it's just because it's new, right? And it's very different from the usual Genshin style of voicing characters. There's a very interesting cadence in her. I don't even know how to describe it, but the like bounciness of her voice, the enthusiasm, I guess, like how enthusiastic she is stating each word changes drastically within the same sentence in an interesting way. I shouldn't be saying that when I often talk that way myself, right? It's not a bad thing. It's just interesting to hear. It's unique and kind of a little jarring compared to what I would expect on the delivery of those lines. Why did I teleport here? Oh, yes. I like muscle memory, you know. I had no idea what I was even doing, but here we are. Have to create some condensed resin to go far more experience tomes. Well, let's go ahead and grab up more while I'm here. I hate when it doesn't show the thing once you get rid of the condensed resin. Like if it was still here, I could add more from this menu up here to continue making more condensed resin. And now since I exited out of this menu, I no longer have the ability to do that from this menu. I need to back out and go to my inventory. There's a lot of little things like that with Genshin just because it's an older game that all the newer gachas have implemented is quality of life updates, and Genshin just hasn't got around to yet. I really wish they would do a pass of just quality life stuff. It'd be nice. Everyone appreciates it, right? And it's usually very, very easy to do on dev time. So I would appreciate it. Hopefully they do in the future. Where are we going now? Back to Fontaine, maybe? Yeah, we'll do that. Slimes!
Strike a pop, a dash of frosting, a burst of flavor.
My clicks weren't responding to me as quickly as I'm used to there.
Time to end.
My character swaps. I should have just done a spin, but I was too lazy. Machine gears. I have 50 billion of these things from the mechanical fish. Seems like no one ever uses them. But Escoffier does. Finally be able to dump some of those from my inventory.
Shower me with a little amuse-bouche. Goose on the loose.
Goose on the loose.
Suffer the
I do love
wrath
that
of
line.
Evelyn.
I love the delivery of it too. Just like everything about that line is. It's perfect. Very silly. Beyblade mode. Let's see where we're going next. God. Should get rid of that pin. Rather annoying between those two teleport spots. Those two waypoints. I don't even know why I put that waypoint there. There must be a artifact in a box over there.
Settle down.
Settle down.
A burst of flavor.
Try doing this and then her
Off to the
skill.
breather. Get to work. Lolling.
Might be a more convenient
Get up. Time to shine.
rotation. There's a full insta-kill with one Nuvolette Beyblade with this team. Need for the Shalonin buffs. We'll do this one more and then we'll go ahead and level up our Escoffier, see how far we can get her with the tombs we've gathered. What is that noise? A bird? I hear birds, but that had something weird before.
Bow your head.
Shower me with
Shower me with praise. I'm gonna wait on her for a second for the particle. There we go. Is it Lolly didn't feel like giving her voice line
my
there?
name echo in song.
Sometimes I just don't feel like talking. There we go. We have one more condensed resin left. We will wait on that and see where we're at first. Pull up. There we go. Ooh. That feels bad. Yeah, who cares? And back to the boss. Go ahead and do some talent leveling. I believe we can. Yep, we can do this now. Your skill has got to be the most important, right? Either way, we want to get them both their skill and their ultimate to 6 for sure. Craftable amount 3. So we need to start farming the talent scrolls now. Really tempted to hit that one because it's so close. But we'll resist and go get some of the Justice talent books. Hey. Beautiful. Grab our little Crystal core is there. I forget what this domain is. Okay, it's a Nouvelette one. Perfect. We'll go in with my actual Nouvelette team, though, just to farm this quickly. I remember what this is now. This is the, mechs. Nope, it's not. I was very wrong.
Let the world collide!
These guys are annoying because of this. Their missiles almost always hit me while I'm charging my hyper beam there with Nouvelette. Doesn't matter, they never kill me or anything, right? But HP slowly drops over time until Shallonen ults, which is just a waste of time while you're farming. Have to get that ult in. I should have made more condensed resin before I came over here. Hey, another crystal core. Which reminds me, let's just go ahead and teleport here really quick. Grab our crystal cores. Hello, little buddies. I'm going to harvest you. Okay, got some of that. Let's go ahead and teleport back here. And then we'll get those talents leveled if we can. I'm not sure if that one run will actually give us enough, and we'll swap back to Escoffier here. Escoffier. Get her back on the field. Check out her talents. Not quite enough. Let's go ahead and just drop it in the ult. I want to get that up to 6 eventually anyway. May as well get that in. And she's getting there. Still early days, but we're making good progress. I'm very interested to see how she plays at probably won't bring her to max level, but level 80 or level 81 with her talents up. I'm not sure who I'll end up using as her actual team. This seems good, right? But it's mainly just because Nouvelette and Farina are broken. And so Lolly's also broken. Not necessarily broken in this team, but as a character. So Escoffier is just kind of here, you know, being really any character in the game could fill this slot, right? And the team would still be completely broken. So I would like to try her with, you know, a team that isn't so cracked. Just to see how she feels with a team that can't instantly vaporize everything. Maybe a Yelan Farina team, which once again just, you know, going to absolutely destroy everything, but it'll be more obvious that Escoffier is doing something in that team, I think, than with the Nouvelette Beyblade team. Ress is definitely not a contender. Escoffier. Maybe there are some characters that you can run her with that aren't the freeze teams. I know she benefits a ton from freeze teams, but like Mavwika Melt, I wonder how that is. Escoffier. I'm sure there's some other things as well you could do. Besides Mavwika, or just Melt teams, right? Arlecchino. How she would do with Escoffier. Really, I think anything with Escoffier plus Farina is just going to be amazing. Because those two characters on their own, right? You could put anyone in the other two slots and I would think they could just destroy everything in the game. Yeah, them well built. Such amazing synergy together, and they both have their little pets. You know, just summon both the pets. Get Farina stacks with the Escoffier's ult. And then just stand there on some other character, right? You don't even need to do anything. You could literally just walk around. Maybe Mizuki could actually be pretty fun with that. She doesn't really get to shine ever, but her just floating around while the little pets destroy everything, that'd be super fun. Maybe you could add a official, get Oz out on the field. Interesting things to potentially try. Chi-Chi with her little ice things flying around, not really pets, but
Breathe.
there's some stuff that could happen. China's Trill. I really just want to do like a Pokemon or like, you know, like a summoner team. It just seems like it'd be fun. Throw stuff on the field and then stand there and watch everything die around you. Baron Bunny could be the star of the show. Definitely not. But it could be fun. Lynette's little cat ultimate. She has the cat ultimate, right? I like never play this character ever. Yeah, there are some interesting things that could be tried. Oh, Aoife. I completely forgot that we need to level him as well. This is going to be a big loss of EXP, so I don't want to do that just yet until I have some lower level books. But I do want to get him up. What about artifact set he would want to run? Probably just BV. As an Animo character, that's usually how it goes, unfortunately. Hear his voice.
Hey there, I'm Aoife. A sorrow
Oh yeah,
from the
already heard a ton of
Flower
his
Feather
voice, right?
You've probably
In the various
Most things in
Netland
life
quests.
aren't one and done. Soon as you're hey there.
I
I'm
like it.
Aoife,
Not my
a
favorite
sorrow
voice,
from the
but
Flower-
it works. It fits his character well, I think. It's a pretty decent
Mind the
decent
wind.
voice. Oh, I do love that though. His little pet. Maybe I run him in the Pokemon team, even though he can't summon his little pet, just to have the little pet on the field. Maybe he can be the the character on field. Or the Pokemon squad we eventually want to build. Who's the third character? So we got Aoife, we got Escoffier, we got Arena. Who else wants to summon their Pokemon? I mean, the obvious choice is Fischl, right? But I don't know. That doesn't follow you. That wouldn't be as fun. Could just do the Mavwiga Sky Laser. It's not a Pokemon. I have to think about it. That'll be a fun gimmick team, though, I think. Just have all the little buddies following you around in the overworld. And then destroy the world around you as you just casually walk by.
A little amuse-bouche. Fulfill our pact.
Little buddies, go! Impossible for me to have Nuvolette on the field and not use his Hyper Beam, though. Spin, Nuvolette. Spin. You saw me accidentally activate this right there for a second. For my spin, I push my mouse wheel to the right with my pointer finger. And then, it jacks up the sensitivity. Every once in a while, I actually accidentally press it down and do that. The good old Nuvolette tech. Hey, I do have Escoffier. Bam. Just pulled her. Wasn't able to get her weapon because we ran out of Primos. But I'm a ways into it, and I'm going to keep pulling for it later on once I have some time to farm up some Primos. She's been fun so far. I don't have her built that great just yet. She's at 70. Got some into her talents, but I've just been running her with this Nuvolette team, which doesn't really show her off super well because Nuvolette just instantly destroys everything. Nuvolette Farina is just such a strong core that Escoffier doesn't really get to shine that much, but I'm very hyped for her future potential. I really want to run her with a Cryo on field as well instead of, or really just anyone that's not Nuvolette that can do some on fielding, because you don't really get to see how much she's adding to the team when you're running a team as strong as Nuvolette, Farina, Sitlolly, right? But I'm unfortunately lacking other Cryo characters completely pretty much on this account. I do have a Yelan, could do the good old Yelan, Farina, Escoffier, and someone, right? Pretty much anyone in the game could fill that fourth slot, and it would be a crazy powerful team. I guess you would want someone who does auto attacks, right, for the Yelan ult, but there are lots of options. I think she's going to be amazing. She is just such a over-baked kit. She can do pretty much everything, right? I would also really like her weapon. Her weapon seems very generically good for polearm supports as well. Even more than having it for Escoffier, I want it for my Chevreuse, for my Verena team. Verena is probably my favorite character in the game now. It's still really close with Nuvolette and Farina. I love Nuvolette and Farina so freaking much, but Varese is up there. And having Escoffier's weapon for Chevreuse in my Varese team will be amazing. She already absolutely destroys everything with that, Varese on that team, but always love making it stronger. Yeah, here we are. So I'll definitely be pulling more for her weapon when I get the chance. I'm really hoping I don't miss and hit Navia's weapon, but we'll see. I believe we can get lucky. favorite girl right here. This bunny hop is so broken. Look at that. She moves so freaking fast.
What?
Whenever you want to stop, you can jump right into the...
Running late again.
Feels so good to play. Yeah, let's go ahead and go back to the Escoffier team. Maybe I could come up with some kind of Frankenstein team with Escoffier and Ressa. Just for fun. Definitely won't be good, but I'm sure it'll work, you know, just for playing the game casually. Summon the Pokemon! There they are, my three little buddies. It's Papa, whatever Escoffier's thing is called. And the Farina squad. Is Escoffier's skill called? She summons it. Cooking mech. Little cooking mech Pokemon there. Oz would be great. I need someone who can summon another on-field dude instead of Nuvolette for this 4th slot in the team. Want to flood the map with my little summons. Okay, let's see. What do we need to do now? I've gotten off track. Let's peek Escoffier here. Send, I believe. Yeah, we need quite a bit of the boss mat, so we'll go ahead and teleport back there. Need to break some more fragile resin. Let's just pop 2 for now. Yeah, we should be able to get 3 kills in by the time we get these 2 kills, since we're 1 away from having 40. At 39. Nuvolette. This team does play decently, but like I mentioned before, I think it's just because any Nuvolette team plays decently.
Time to end them. Time to shine. At first, the flavor.
Up first, the flavor. I like her goose line better.
Silence.
On ult. Nuvolette was doing quite a bit more damage there. I think I changed up the rotation order because Escoffier didn't have her ult at the time when I would usually use it. Maybe that's a better way to go about that rotation. I'll have to look it up after the fact. I know this is a team a lot of people were interested in just because it works really well with C0 Nuvolette.
Fulfill our pact.
Unfortunately, I do have C1, so it's just not worth using for my Nuvolette.
Settle down.
Settle down. Beautiful. Defense. Main stat on that is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and check, see where we're at with the boss mats. Need 4 more. Could get it right here. We gotta get lucky. I believe. Let's see some luck. No, let's just use this now.
The pinnacle of excellence. Show no mercy.
Not gonna live long enough for Farina's buff to expire.
Silence.
There we go. No, we missed. Gotta kill him one more time. We are still 1 off. I would like for this to regen before we go in. I wish it showed you the timer here on how long it would take for this to go up. I'll just kill him, get the flower up, and then wait around for it to regen.
Settle down.
Settle down.
A dash of frosting. Goose on the loose.
Goose on the loose. I love that line.
The wrath of Eastleigh. Get to let my name echo in song.
Bow your head.
I need to start making a Genshin character ultimate voice lines shorts to go along with my Zenless Zone 01s. There are a lot of characters in Genshin that I've like never even heard their alt lines. Don't play the game often enough to, you know, have experience with every character. Dun, 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 dun. My Varessa is the craziest artifact build ever for how little I farm this domain. Look at this. This crit rate and crit damage rolls on these. I was in this domain for no time at all. This one I made with the Sanctifying Elixir, and it's like the worst one. That's usually how it goes, right? I got this one especially just insane for how little I farm this domain.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of
Yeah,
Fontaine.
maybe.
Be
You know
sure
what?
to be
Let's
friendly
just
and cause them
let's
no
be
harm.
impatient. Yeah, garbage. Okay, Escoffier. Let's see what we can see. This is the last of our purple cryo chunks here. Burning through our gears, which is nice. Gonna need to farm some more of these before we do the final ascension. We're also running out of Mora. We are running dry. So I think we don't do that just yet. We'll do one level on Escoffier here. And then we'll dump the rest into... Nah, we really don't want to dump into Aoife until we have some of the lower level things. Yeah, we'll just put the rest into her. Aoife's time will come. Its time is not now. This does seem like a very good weapon for her. I wasn't going to pull for her weapons more. I really hope I hit her weapon and don't get the axe. What does the axe even do? Crit rate. Main stat on a sword, on a claymore. That's not nearly as good. Was a sword. I guess it'd be something. Attack by 20%. Party members obtain elemental shards from crystallized reactions. Is there a claymore character I would want to run with a Geo? I don't really use any claymore characters at all besides Mavwika, and I have Mavwika's weapon. It would be unfortunate to miss with this. Not likely that we miss. No, it's more likely that we get our choice. I believe in Genshin, right? Maybe not. In most gacha games, it's either 75 or 100% on weapon rolls. I'm not sure if Genshin is the same way or if it's still a 50-50. Genshin lacking all of the quality of life updates that other games have. Unfortunate. Is this the same passive as the other ones? Yep. I pull some of these. In the meantime as well, I'll get this little sword, get the pole arm here. I rolled 2 of these, I think, during my initial rolls, and I rolled 1 of these, which both seem kind of useless to me. I don't think I'll end up using them on anything. Got a bunch of the Widsith as well, which I already have a max refinement copy of. Yeah. Well, we're at a sort of impasse here. We're out of all of our mats, and we did a decent building up of Escoffier. Did some play with her on the overworld. Sort of theory crafted some for fun teams and some for real teams. But I think I'm going to go ahead and be signing out now. Thanks for watching. She's pretty cool. I do like her. The uniqueness of her voice is going to take a while to grow on me, I think. There's some iffiness I had with it, but overall, very, very cool character. I like her quite a bit. And I'm sure I'll like her a lot more after I pull the next character that is made to go with her. It will be coming out eventually, right? Oh, that's really the reason why I'm pulling her early. I don't have the greatest characters from my Count of Nayaka. I don't have Ganyu. I don't have Resley. Pretty much have no one you would want to play with her. But I can always run the good old Farina plus Elan plus Escoffier plus literally anyone in the game. So we'll get some good use. And then eventually I will pull Skirk. It will be glorious. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.